Come on. There you go.
Apply parking brake.
I'm brought in the working crew today.
Work day. Man, it feels good. 38 degrees this morning here in Mississippi. It's foggy, man. It just feels like old hunting weather. I'm excited. We're gonna get some blinds put up, get some work done, check some cameras. Old T-Roy, you come up here, he put you to work.
We gotta get stuff ready for Jimmy.
Yeah. Old Jimbo, he's it's gonna be gun season here for long, next week or so, and we gotta have him some spots, or you know how he is. We ain't got nowhere to hunt. Why you ain't fix me a spot, Troy? Where's my double bull blinds?
Wait till you see the theater we got for him.
Oh, I can't wait. You told me about it. It's up on a, you said it's up on a bluff overlooking the food. Oh, man. He's gonna like that. He can stretch that old 308 out then.
We even got that new double bull seat we got. We got the two front legs set back, so when he sits in, he's like this.
You remember what happened last time? He leaned back in the chair. I know this. He knows he was shot at. That's how close you came.
Get your bow recocked. We still got a few minutes before dark.
Easy. Stop. You better. That was good. You're gonna have to help. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. Hold on. I'm gonna move this stuff out the way. Hold my wrist. There you go. I ain't got you. Ready? No. Get this thing out from under me. Stop. We can't cry about it. We're going away. All right. Ready? Yep. Good.
Primo's Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage Arms, Drake, Mossy Oak, Onyx Hunt, Hornady, and Primo's Hunting. Speak the language. The weather just won't settle down. It's been hit and miss with rain one day and sunshine the next here at Kudzu Bluffs. But at least the temperatures are way down. So Slade and Troy are popping up some blinds and getting some spots ready for old Jimbo.
Man, look, is that the pawpaw chair? We got these new chairs. Came out with double bull Garrett Gray. Put these together. First person he was talking to about them was Jimmy. And Jimmy said, you know, most people when they go hunting in a blind, they spend a lot of time in that blind. So Jimmy talked to Gray and they realized that they were gonna build something that was comfortable to sit in. They came out with this dude. Well, good thing is once you get it set, you can just leave it. Leave it right there. Or you can carry it. Yeah. It's got backpack straps. It's not heavy. It's all aluminum. It's pretty cool. I got a feeling before long, Jimmy's gonna have us build one that's got a little latch right here that goes skunk. Also, for bow hunters, the handles come off. They got these tensioners on here. Oh yeah. And the handles can come off. So put two of these in the blind. You can take one of these handles off so we can get our tripod legs in there. All right, next question. What's gonna happen when he's sitting in that kind of chair and he eats half a dozen donuts? You're just gonna have to, yeah, he'll take that front leg right there and extend it out so that chair will do this, and he'll just take him a big old nap. He'll be asleep. Y'all think I'm joking? Look. I'll have him fixed up. I like it so much, I wish I could hunt it this evening. Ain't no way you can't shoot. Jimmy's spot, I could get his chair. And I had the camera right here. Mm-hmm. And deer that come in there, here. And a lot of times people ask you, well, if it's a blind, why you brush it up? Man, you just never know. If they walk out right there, they're close by, which between now and when gun season opens, they'll probably be pretty much used to it. As long as it don't move, it don't bother.
We always get asked, do you have to brush in a blind for deer hunting? 2 answers. No, not if you're gonna leave it there all season. And yes, if you pop it up and hunt the same day, it sure does help. But with this particular crew, that always seems to be moving at the wrong time in the blind, we always brush them in, regardless, just to be safe.
That'd be good. You got all this sage right here. This deer will be staging up in here. Probably a lot of bedding up in there. It's so thick out there under. Gonna be a good spot for Jimmy. There's gonna be deer. Bet it all out in here in this sage, man. It's so thick. So you're gonna have deer come from any direction here.
Yeah.
They even come behind you.
That's right.
Man, I mean, it's a real secluded spot. Hills, thickets over here, hardwoods over here, thicket all behind you. Man, you're just in a good spot. You can pretty much hunt any wind you want. Because deer gonna come from any direction, you'll be good. You know what Jimmy's gonna say, regardless.
Yeah, who put it there?
Why ain't we at the other spot? That's good, buddy.
The phrase aim small, miss small has new meaning entirely when you can count every hair. Clearest in class, brighter at dusk and dawn, the all-new Banner 2, featuring the sharpest optics in its class and the enhanced low-light performance of dusk and dawn multi-coated lenses, plus a DOA reticle for dead-on accuracy at extended range. The new Banner 2 is purpose-built to hunt by Bushnell.
If you hunt enough, you learn the truth. What you seek speaks a language and knows it well. That's why every Primo's call for everything you hunt is made the right way. We sweat every detail so you get more out of every hunt, and nothing leaves our hand until we know it'll work in yours. Because we don't just make the world's best calls, we speak the language. Primos.
This is a new one called Breakup.
How about that? We do a homework on it.
DNA is responsible for the foundation of every living thing. And our DNA defines who we are. It's been passed down from generation to generation. It is in our hearts, our souls, and in our blood. But here at Mossy Oak, the way we live, it's not only our lifestyle, it is in our DNA.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Matthews Archery, Black Gold, and Ripcord.
Come to a sliding halt up here. A little bit of rain we had the other day makes this little spot right here really slick, but we haven't hunted in the morning all year, which we don't hunt a lot of mornings early in the season, simply because of just pushing and bumping deer. We kind of leave it pretty sacred till this time of the year, right before the rut and during the rut, and then all through the rest of the year. We're gonna go to a spot. Jordan put a blind up on a spot we had watched all year last year with a trail camera, and just had a lot of deer crossing this thicket edge that runs right through the middle of the woods on top of a ridge. So we're gonna go get in the blind for a little while and see what we see there, and then we got some stands we want to hang later on a spot where Jordan killed one last year with his bow on the ground. We call it Land Between the Lakes.
Brad and Jordan had 2 encounters with 2 rutting bucks before they ever found a tree to climb. Brad got a shot at this cool 6-point cruising for a doe.
Holy moly. How about that?
We call it land between the lakes, which it's just 2 ponds. It's really not lakes, but in this part of the country, that would be considered a lake. It's got a fish in it, it's got water, it's a lake, right?
It's been a week since Slade and Troy were here putting up blinds. And boy, have we had some crazy weather between then and now. But with a beautiful clear blue sky dawning today, hopefully it will bring some good luck to Troy and Jordan this morning.
Young buck right there looks like a little spike or a 3-point or something. Right here to my left, big old floppy eared doe right there. 2 of them. Can you come out of that thicket? There he comes. Let me know when you're ready. I'm ready whenever. I had just told Jordan I needed some deer meat, and I turned and looked, and that big old girl right there was staring at the blind. She decided to make a loop. Southeast wind never smelled us. And I got deer meat for Thanksgiving too. We got deer meat for Thanksgiving. Fresh deer meat. Whew, I don't care what deer it is, buck, doe. Man, I get the shakes. That was fun. Starting the season off right, boy. Some doe meat. Bring this with me just in case our boyfriend shows up. God, look at the size of that thing. Oh, my big old girl right there. You know, the last 2 weeks, I know everybody, including me, has probably been watching on Facebook at all the big deer that everybody's been killing in the rut in the Midwest. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this one ain't like this. Now, I did hold a good set of horns in my hands yesterday, one Jordan killed in Iowa, but I'm as proud of that as if it scored 160. And look at the blind where it's at. Sitting right there on that. Just perfect. 50 yards. Goes to prove whenever you find a spot on a place that you're hunting and you feel like it's the right place to hunt, go hunt it. Hang a stand, hunt it, spend some time there. We got us some doe meat. It's gonna be a good Thanksgiving at the Ruiz house. Wild turkey and fresh bass traps. I'm ready to roll, brother. We'll get her taken care of and get ready for the season.
When hunting the wild, challenges abound. Leave nothing to chance. 7mm PRC from Hornady.
Introducing Renegade, the all-new and American-made semi-auto shotgun from Savage. Made for shooters who put performance above pedigree and don't follow the crowd. From stock to muzzle, it's built to cycle without fail and without compromise. That's the Renegade's way, only from Savage, where better comes standard.
The only shooting stick with one-handed trigger pull adjustments has a new way to keep you at the top of your game. The Trigger Stick Apex. Built for sturdy support that adapts to unforgiving terrain with easy adjustments to make your big shots. With our DuraSteady 3-piece carbon leg design and interchangeable rock-solid clamp, nothing tops the Apex. The Trigger Stick Apex, only from Primrose.
Last time I was at this spot, Brad and I were pulling that old dead tree out of the road. And when we got up here, we pulled up on this spot and Brad stopped the truck and I thought he saw something. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, I already know the name for this place. I said, what? He said, the theater. I said, Jimmy'd like that. There's a problem with naming it the theater and letting Jimmy hunt it. Jimmy's gonna want a movie and a dinner. A dinner and a movie. It's pretty cool where we got this set up. You'll see it when we get in there. Y'all probably already saw where we hung it or where we put the blind, so. But it's on a little terrace, sitting up above. It's almost like being in a mini tree stand. I need to get another bullet since I shot one this morning. Just notice I use them elk bullets for my deer. If you really look at the way it lays on 3 different transitions of timber. You got hardwood select cut back here. You got young pine thicket right there, and then probably 10, 15-year-old pines behind it. Hardwoods on both sides. It's an old hayfield. Used to be a hayfield. They planted it in pines, and it's right in the middle of the heart of this piece of property. I mean, it's, if you look at it on the map, it's from here that way. It's just, oof. Jordan and I are kind of taking a little inventory, doing some scouting while we hunt. It'll be interesting to see what comes through here. I would bet we see some turkeys before it gets dark.
The theater food plot. We originally created this spot for Jimmy, but with this cool snap and nice weather, the guys can't stand it and sneak in for the afternoon. They see deer almost immediately when they arrive, and the action is non-stop all evening.
I would have to say it's a good afternoon. 16 deer out here right now. There comes one out the corner, Jordan.
At one point, there are 17 deer in the field. Now that's what I call a target-rich environment.
Comes another one, Jordan, coming out that corner. Dang, that's another one of them mean old dudes right there.
As the sun begins to fall out of sight, they spot a buck coming into the field, and he looks to be a good one.
What's that right there? Oh, right there. That's a buck. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a shooter. See how 8? No, it's a 10. He big. 10 point right there, buddy. He's gonna have to come way to the right, because I can left hand. Can't forget about all these eyes right here. Right, just a little bit. Good. Yep. Stopped, okay? Yep, I'm ready whenever you are. Alright. I don't want to stop him because I don't want to spook those other deer. Just let him stop. Heck, he might not stop. Right there, you good? Yep. Like I said, when that thing barks, they don't go very far. First time in the new place. First time on the new farm, the new lease. And Jordan and I have got us a smooth, symmetrical, big old Mississippi 10-point. Good job, buddy. Dang, he's fine, man. I never did have to look at him more than once to realize I was gonna shoot him. I was actually getting worried of one thing. We had 17 deer standing out here, 16 or 17, and I kept thinking, how are we gonna get out of here tonight with all these deer in the food plot? Just goes to prove how important food plots are as a food source for your deer herd. Not just for hunting them, but for literally taking care of them. And then for the next hour and a half, it's just been deer after deer after deer after deer.
One arrow says it's super straight. Another is extreme straight, whatever that means. So, what's true? Every arrow comes straight out of the box, but only one stays straight. In the truck, through the air, out the rib cage, and into the dirt. Shot after shot. That's gold tip straight. Start tough, stay true.
You looking good, buddy. You looking good.
I know it. Thank you.
Looking as good as you can.
All of us at Primo's are proud to be a part of the Drake family of brands. They make stuff for whatever we're hunting, whenever we're hunting, hot or cold. I love Drake. Drake, always in season. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Tight Spot Quivers. Before the break, Troy and Jordan snuck into a spot we call the theater plot. And boy, did they have plenty of deer to look at all evening long. With the rut right around the corner, we knew there had to be a big buck in the area, especially with all these does. And he showed up right when you'd expect him to.
Oh, right there. That's a buck. Yeah, it's a shooter. Yeah, 8? No, it's a 10. He's gonna have to come way to the right because I'm left hand. All right, right there, you good? Yep. Like I said, when that thing barks, they don't go very far. First time in the new place. First time on the new farm, the new lease. And Jordan and I have got us a smooth, symmetrical, big old Mississippi 10-point. Good job, buddy. Fine Mississippi buck. We did it, buddy. And look at that blind back there. That is so cool. Where it's sitting at, the deer have Man, they had no clue it's even there. You look up there and there's a couple of trees. The only thing you can really see is the slats of the windows. And he came out and never looked up there. And then he came out here and started walking towards these does. What an afternoon to be able to sit here and watch that many deer. And that's the key, coming in, man. We say that all the time. Hunt your way in, hunt your way out. And Jordan and I were able to slip. We're parked, I don't know, quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile at the very corner of this place. Wind was blowing out of the southeast, so our wind was blowing back that way. And there's no doubt those first few deer you saw come out were bedded right here, and we walked right by them. They never knew we was in the world, so just took our time. Got in here early. Man, I am tickled, dude. Look at that split two right there. Good mass, good brow tines. Got some kickers off his brow tines right here in the back. Big old joker, golly, man, look at him. 200 pounds. Hey, buddy, thank you, it was fun. We'll get back and have us an early supper.